it's my understanding, and again, without having, the sheriff or one of his administrative personnel here, I know that, from the get-go, of course, he expressed his concern about being able to hire at the anticipated pace of replacing all 40 or 41 people that he lost to those layoffs and so forth, just by nature of, the attrition and his inability to get a sufficient number of candidates. I don't know how many entry-level tests that they have had. I'm not sure whether they've had one or whether they've had more, but I think that they're taking steps to try to come up to speed as quickly as possible. I think the numbers speak for themselves. They're getting, a significant number of people who are making applications, but for a variety of reasons they are, not making the grade, and we're, of course, reduced to a total of 21 hires at this point. So I think that we're making progress. I think it's the progress that we anticipated based upon everything we've talked about. Our part of this, the commissioners, was that we would fund him, and that was our promise made, in the sales tax campaign, that we would fund him so they could open up to 500 beds again. We have funded him, and actually I don't think he'll be using all of the appropriation that we gave him, simply because of the fact that he's unable to spend it all because he's unable to hire at the levels that he had wanted to hire. I think we funded him enough probably so that he could hire or be at the full staffing level relatively early in the year.
Yes.
And because he's not been able to fill it, of course, I don't think they'll be able to utilize all of that appropriation. But sure. I think that the progress that is being made is understandable and positive.
Okay, so you're satisfied with the pace.
Yes.
The reason I ask this is because I'm having people contact me and suggesting that the sheriff is dragging his feet. And so that's the reason for the question.
And again, I don't even know of any, logical reason as to why he would drag his feet. I think he has the same interest that we do in opening the jail, I would think, and I don't know what the reason would be to drag his feet with regard to it. I think that he wants to get as much done this year, being his last year in term, as possible. But
and the target date still is the end of the year, and
yes.
We've got 4 months to go?
So we will see. I think what they said, the next test is August the 30th, so we'll see what comes out of that. I think just historically, and we've talked about this before with the sheriff, they have always had difficulty hiring corrections officers and sheriff's deputies because the sheriff's office, traditionally through Sheriff Humpleby and so forth, the standards have been, so high that, very few candidates, get through the entire process.